Hello, dear lovely audience. Welcome back to another Kelly Ripa Show New Recap. Everyone, I know y'all have been waiting for this. Thank you guys so much for your patience. Why did they do this? Ripa recalled on live. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelo's beloved dog, Chewy, might have died earlier this year, but her wild legacy lives on via daytime TV. The co-hosting couple kicked off Wednesday's show by discussing a round of global headlines, including a dog named Mouse, who recently shocked the residents of Ireland who mistook him for a lion because of his strange haircut. Ripa told Consuelos that seeing photos of Mouse reminded me of the time Chewy had her hair cornrowed, she said of the couple's dog, who was 17 at the time of her death in February. Consuelos initially didn't remember the moment, though Ripa stressed that she definitely sent you a picture of it when it happened. We took our dog to get groomed, and when I picked her up, her hair was cornrowed, and I did not know what to say. I was sort of speechless, Ripa said as the live audience laughed. Ripa went on, describing the entire back of her, from her head down, was allegedly cornrowed by the groomer, whom the TV host did not identify by name. The star admitted that she was mesmerized that she would sit still that long because, as Ripa noted, Chewy famously hated being handled by strangers. I was like, how did they do this? And why did they do this? Ripa said. She clarified, it was more like, why? I know I just asked for a wash and a trim, but now here we are. She's like Bo Derek in 10. It was wild. Ripa again told the audience that she can't find the pictures, but stressed, they exist. Earlier this year, the couple emotionally announced Chewy's death on the air, with Ripa breaking down in tears as they spoke about the impact the dog had on their family. After Consuelos told the audience that they endured a rough day, as they had to say goodbye to Chewy, Ripa spoke about the pair's Shih Tzu. I'm really sorry. I thought I got it all out, guys. I really thought I got it all out, and I apologize because I did not. This is not how I wanted this to go down. God, she gave us so much, Ripa said through tears at the time. We're filled with gratitude for this dog. I apologize, I'm so sorry. She gave us so much. As each one of our kids left for college and then moved out on their own, Chewy remained right there like our steadfast companion. On a recent episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, Kelly Ripa shared a story that was equal parts baffling, amusing, and a little bit cringeworthy. Her beloved family dog, Chewy, a longtime companion of Kelly and Mark Consuelos, who passed away earlier this year, once came home from the groomer with cornrows. Yes, actual braided cornrows without Kelly or Mark's consent. Kelly described how they had dropped Chewy in for what they thought would be a routine wash and trim. But when they picked her up, the back of her head and down her body had been braided into cornrows. Kelly said she was speechless. This odd grooming moment triggered a mixture of shock, comedy, and fondness for Chewy, and it gave Kelly a story she couldn't resist sharing. The moment in detail. Kelly introduced the story while discussing a headline about a dog in Ireland whose strange haircut made locals mistake him for a lion. That led her to recall. It reminded me of the time Chewy had her hair cornrowed. She emphasized, we took our dog to get groomed, and when I picked her up, her hair was cornrowed, and I did not know what to say. I was sort of speechless. And she added some further observations. The braids ran from the back of the head down the body. She was amazed that Chewy sat still long enough for it, despite the fact that Chewy normally didn't like being handled by strangers. She clarified that they only asked for a wash and a trim, not a hairstyle makeover. She joked, she's like Bo Derek in 10. It was wild, referring to the famous cornrow hairstyle image of actress Bo Derek. And though she can't find the pictures, she assured the audience that they exist. Why this resonates? 1. The dog groomer culture. Grooming pets is often about safety, cleanliness, and maintaining comfort for the animal. But sometimes, it drifts into aesthetic territory, stylized trims, dyed fur, even themed cuts. Kelly's story taps into a surprising extreme of that. Not just a cute trim, but full-on cornrows. The unexpected nature of the groomer's creative leap raises questions about boundaries. How much creative license should a groomer take without explicit consent? 2. Celebrity plus pet equals storytelling gold. Because Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are widely known, and Chewy was part of their family on screen and off, this anecdote lands differently than it might for a private family. It becomes a shareable, humanizing moment. Celebrities dealing with the mundane confusion of, why did they do that to our dog? It highlights how pets aren't just accessories, they're family, and when weird things happen, the bewilderment is real. 3. Nostalgia, loss and laughter. Earlier in the episode, Kelly and Mark reflected emotionally on Chewy's passing. The dog had been with them through years of change, kids growing up, life shifting. By recalling the braiding incident, Kelly is doing something subtle, balancing grief with laughter, memory with absurdity. It's a way to celebrate Chewy's personality and the quirks of life with a beloved pet. The after effect, what it means for pet owners. Here are a few takeaways for anyone who takes their furry friend to the groomer. Communicate explicitly. Before grooming begins, stating clearly what you want and what you don't is wise. Wash and trim may not cover no cornrows. Ask for a preview of services. Many groomers offer a menu of options. If something seems out of scope or surprising, ask. Check the final product. When you pick up your pet, inspect them. Sometimes, what seems benign can turn into something hilarious or shocking. Understand pet comfort. If your dog dislikes being handled, a long session of braiding or styling might stress them. Kelly's note about Chewy astonished her by sitting still, suggests something odd was going on. Let humor in. If your dog walks out looking like they joined a pet fashion show without you, you might as well laugh. Kelly's story shows that sometimes the best response to "why did this just happen?" is a shrug and a chuckle. A humanizing moment. Kelly's delivery is important. She didn't rage. She didn't show up with a lawsuit publicly. Instead, she shared the story with good-humored bewilderment. Why did they do this? And why? I know I just asked for a wash and a trim. It's a reminder that even people who appear to have it all, celebrity, fame, etc., are still subject to the weirdness of everyday life, like a dog's braids. And in that weirdness, there is connection. We've all had experiences where I only asked for, but I got, and it turned sideways. Looking back at Chewy, it's worth reflecting a little on Chewy. The dog wasn't just a PGTV co-star. She was part of the family. Kelly said of Chewy's passing, "She gave us so much. As each one of our kids left for college and then moved out on their own, Chewy remained right there like our steadfast companion." So the cornrow incident isn't just a funny aside. It's also a testament to the many roles this dog played in their family. Comforter, witness, forerunner of life changes. That the story now gets aired suggests it's part of how the family remembers her, not only in tender or serious moments, but in the odd, unexpected ones too.